I have noticed a lot of companies, they have unnecessary expenses. So I do often wonder if they're budgeting correctly with regards to that whole thing of growing the business and how long, as we go up this hill, basically, until we get to the goal. So you're focusing not on now, but on the future. But I mean, how would you strategize with it within the budget?
So, just to go back, I'm not saying that you don't need to look at costs and you don't need to cut costs. You do need to do that, but you've got to look at your cost base and say, right, once I've cut all these costs out, what does my business look like? Because you could find a situation that once you've cut the costs, you're now able to pay that tax bill that you needed to pay, but you're quite lean and things are still tight and you haven't moved on. And that's why I think like a budget is so incredibly important, because that's what it does for you. More importantly, get your numbers every single month. Get your numbers, check against your budget. You said you were going to spend 3,000 Rand on this and you spent nothing. Why did you spend nothing? Don't just go, yeah, well done, I've got a saving. What was my thinking around that would cost me 3,000 Rand a month? Is there something I'm not doing that I initially planned to do? And potentially, well, if I just do that, could it lead to a positive result in the business? So that's why budgeting is incredibly important. One, it's a case of I'm spending 4,000 Rand against the 3,000 Rand budget.
Yeah.
Is there potentially waste happening here? Or am I spending 4,000 Rand because my business is growing more? So it is a fine line, but that's where we like to get involved as my finance partner. We sit and we help you through that, and we look at it saying, guys, this cost, this investment, is it affordable right now? And two, why is it being done, and what are we expecting the desired outcome to be? And then you've got to manage to the desired outcome. The other thing also, whilst we're just touching a bit on investment and budgets and that, you see it often, and everyone's grumpy about paying tax. Let's not beat around the bush on that. If we all could, we would pay nothing in tax, okay? Yeah. But that's not our reality. What one needs to realize is that when one starts to pay tax, in your personal name and in your business, it unlocks credit for you. It's as simple as that. And you've got to find that balance between tax savings and a result that's presented in your figures versus you not being able to access credit. And that is a key element that a lot of people don't actually look at and or understand. You want to go buy a car, but you've been so efficient with your tax structuring, your accountant's done an amazing job with you, but you get to buy the car and the bank says, well, you don't have enough money to buy that car. Why? Because, well, you may earn at a certain level, but the way that it's structured, there's not, and the amount of tax being paid is not at the level that it should be at. The bank can't advance the money to you. And the same thing happens within your business, and we see this time and time again. People having to put assets into their business that should sit in their personal names because they can't access financing.
So does my finance partner help with that? So if I show you all my stuff, you will help me strategize on where to, because right now that exact thing is happening to me, not to buy a car, but we have spoken to the banks and they have said to me, oh, you're not actually earning enough. I'm saying, what do you mean I'm not earning enough? Yeah. So, actually I should be maybe running through the business, not through my personal capacity. So does my finance partner assist with all of that?
That's exactly what we do. Okay. And the thing we work on here is we want you to pay tax. We want our clients to pay tax. Why? Because it's what we say to them every time. When do you pay tax? When does your business pay tax? When it's losing money or when it makes money? No, when it makes money. So who wants to own a business that isn't making money? Nobody. That's what we work on with our clients is, guys, how do we get your business set up right so that it can pay tax? And what we invariably find is the issue around tax is around cash flow.
Yes,
so
exactly.
Correct. So if the cash flow is available, yes, again, nobody likes to pay tax, but if the cash flow is available, the pill isn't as bitter to swallow.
Yeah.
But once your business is set up that it has the cash flow and it's making profits and it can pay tax, it just unlocks so many things for you. In your personal space, we all know as a business owner, When you go and try and access financing in your personal space, they call for your business's financials. Why? Because that's ultimately what's giving you the money. So if your business is looking bad, but you're getting a salary and your bank account is looking okay, they still put the two together and say, guys, as a whole, it's not looking as great as what it should.
Yeah.
We work through that. We educate our clients to get them to that position.
Mm-hmm.
We understand it's a journey. You know, it's not like walking into a corporate and there's a pay slip on the table. You've put money in and you're going to hold on and you're going to frustate and hopefully everything will work out successfully. But like I say, that is something we're very passionate about here at My Finance Partner. We want our clients to be paying taxes, not because we're advocates of SARS or agents of SARS or anything like that, but the reason we want that is because it means we've got a successful business at the table. It's making profits, and that's what we're about. We want to help the business owners get their businesses to a position that they are profitable and delivering a return for them. So the effort, the long nights, the sweat, the weekends away from your family, the stresses, all of that, hopefully feel worthwhile because there's a return that comes on that investment.